Folks, Santa Todd here, doing some rearranging. This isn't why I was doing a video. I wasn't even going to do a video. It just so happened I thought this might be kind of interesting. Not the pops, but I thought since we were here I'd show them. I made this little shelf out of some 1x6, and I put all of the pops on the shelf now. So as you can see, this is what's been draining my wallet for the past year, as opposed to video game stuff. But I damn near got all the ones I want. There's one lost one I'm missing. There's like two Stranger Things ones I think I still want to get. The Demogorgon and Barb, but the kids and the mom, I don't really care. I got actually the most recent one I got was this one here. It's Upside Down Will. He's the only kid I'm going to get, but it was a Think Geek exclusive. And then that one I got at Hot Topic. That's a 11 in the water tank, and then that 11 there. And then they had Lost Pops, and I loved Lost when it was on, and they released these. I'm missing one. I'm missing the Man in Black. So really there's only about 4 or 5 more that I want until they come out with the ones for Westworld, which there's going to be 7 of those. But until those come out, really there's only about 4 or 5 more that I want. So really there's only about 10 more I plan on adding to this collection in the next, foreseeable future. So it's not really that big. Not really that big of a collection. No, it's pretty big. I was trying to figure it up. I think there's 67 or something, and they still have the little sister and the big daddy back here. But what I was going to do a video about is, I didn't know if any of you had ever seen the inside of a 3DO FZ10 model. This I had out in the living room for a long time, and when I was moving stuff around today, I thought I'd hook it up and goof around with it for a little bit, and it didn't want to come on, and I didn't know why. And I looked at it, and when I did look at it, this was kind of popped out a little bit, and I popped it back in. That did not fix the problem, so I decided I needed to open it up. Now, I have fixed it. I'm not some genius or anything, but as you can see, this is it. It's got your basic, looks just like a regular old battery for the memory, for the hard drive, like a battery you'd see in like a Dreamcast or a Sega CD. Nothing really special. I don't want to poke around with it too much, because I'm not that familiar with them, unlike a 8-bit Nintendo or something, which I've torn apart many. There's this shielding here. I don't know exactly what's under it, whether there's some more heat sink or whatever. I'm sure there's a chipboard under there. I don't want to mess with that. I thought this is pretty funny, this plastic that covers these pieces. That's some shielding there. But back here is where the power switch and the power cord plug in. And so what I did is I took the top off. Wow, I unscrewed some screws, and it had Phillips head screws in it. It didn't even have special screws. And I opened it up, and when I did, I noticed that down in here, I don't want to zoom in too tight, on the insert to the power, there's a positive and negative, and they're basically like little fingers that kind of press together like this inside that are clipped to the board, and then there's little metal prongs, almost like you would plug into like an outlet, coming off of this thing. And the one for the right side had gotten bent sideways. I guess when it had popped loose, when I pushed it back in, it bent it. And so this whole thing's just held in by 2 clips, one on either side. So if you press them both at the same time, this slid out, and I was able to gingerly bend that prong back out straight and pop it back in, and once I did that, it came on. So I think I've got her fixed. Good deal. I mean, I do have one other 3DO. I have a Gold Star model, but you know, I didn't want this one to be broken, and you know, so I don't know why it quit working. Must have bumped it, or maybe hit it or something, or dropped something on it and didn't realize it, and caused that power cord to kind of jimmy loose in the back. So I was moving a lot of stuff around today. I might have hit it on something today, and it might have just happened today. So anyway, no biggie. I mean, this is pretty much just why I called you, decided to do a quick little video for the inside of this. And, you know, you got to see the stupid pops again, like you care. But still got the video game collection. There's the other two pops I was talking about. But I still got the video game collection out. I know some of you asked me to do another long box, you know, kind of definitive collection. They do go down all the way to the table behind that surround sound speaker. But I just, they actually might be Sega CD games. They look like plastic cases. So I'm not sure exactly what I have going there, but I think some of the PlayStation games were in plastic cases. They weren't all in the cardboard long boxes. So it probably is all PlayStation games down. I know some of you asked me to do that. I know I'm lazy and I just don't want to do it. I'm like, well, there's probably 4 or 5 other videos where... I know there's one where I did a bunch of them, and I kind of did my collection up to a point. So there is some out there if you want to dig around. I kind of need to playlist some stuff. Still have the Nintendo games over there. I thought about clearing off a shelf or two, but I don't really know what to do with it. You know, I mean, I don't want to box it up, really, because I don't know, it makes me smile when I see the stuff, but I don't do anything with it. And I was running out of space, but since I built that stupid little shelf, I think we're cool on that. So anyway, I'll show you my face for a second, like it's an amazing thing to see. But anyway, we're going to sign off, and thanks for coming by, checking out the FZ10 internal workings. This is the, you know, the eye. Like, if you don't know what a laser lens is, and at this point, why am I trying to explain it to you? But it's fairly basic inside. I thought maybe that fuse was blown, but it was fine. So I'll put this beast back together. You know, back in the day, these were what? I don't know what the FZ10s were, but I know when the 3DO originally came out, it was like $800, and that was back then. So I didn't pay nearly that. I know there's a 3DO collection video where I got my Gold Star that I was really excited about, and I might have did another video when I got this one, but I picked this one up on a whim because I happen to have it in box. Actually, the box is right over there, and then the Gold Star is in the box over there. So, you know, but I walked into Vintage Stock and they had it sitting on the shelf just in the box, and I was like, shit, there goes $80 or $100, whatever it was. And I did the same thing for my deluxe Nintendo set that's up in a closet in there with Rob the Robot and all that. But I walked in and I was like, shit, there goes my money, because I knew I wanted it. Even though it's up in the closet, I still wanted it, and I still want it now. I need to figure out a way to display all this shit at one point. Maybe win the lottery and build a big warehouse to display it all. So anyway, dragging it out like I normally do, but since I haven't done videos, there's nothing normal about it. So anyway, signing off. Thanks for coming by. Thought you might find this a little bit interesting, the inside guts of this thing. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.